To see the fallout in the oil prices at a time when we're also getting weak consumer data, how do you square the, I want to say, 2-3 major factors this morning in the oil market?
Well, clearly, what happened in Russia over the weekend is of huge importance to the oil market. Russia produces more than 10 million barrels a day, 1 in every 10 barrels globally, and it exports more than 80% of that. So it's absolutely crucial, and I think traders will be very alive to the possible threats posed by increasing turmoil inside Russia. But it's worth saying that there has been no impact on oil production, and one of the most salient features of the oil market since the war in Ukraine started is how Russia has been able to maintain production and indeed get that production to global markets. After a blip last summer, exports are riding high. They've rejigged the direction of those exports towards Asia, principally China and India, but it's adding to the overall supply balance, which, despite the demand factors that Amin Nasser mentions, the world has ample supply from Russia and elsewhere.
Will, what about when it comes to soft commodities? There's still this kind of visceral sensitivity to higher food prices. We saw wheat popping. We were speaking to Saxo Bank, Ole Hansen over there, the strategist around commodities. He says, actually, you should be focused on wheat in terms of the reaction function to risks in Russia.
I mean, Russia, like oil, remains absolutely crucial to the global food system, as you say. It's an enormously important wheat exporter, and a lot of those exports come through the Black Sea, come through areas like Rostov, where we saw a lot of the action over the weekend. So indeed, if there is more political turmoil in Russia, then you could have an impact on wheat exports. And then in the background, you have this continuing debate over the agreement to allow exports of wheat from Ukraine, which is always bubbling away in the background, with whether Russia will continue to honour that agreement or walk back on it. So there are clear risks there. But I think it's worth saying again that the market reaction this morning remains fairly muted, which I think reflects that although there are heightened risks, heightened political possibilities in the future, right now those key flows of commodities from Russia are continuing.